Okay, well, at long last, we have got Adrian Horne, the head driving instructor at the VIMC, to take us through the cars and tell you all about what you can get here. Yep. So, take it away, my friend.
Okay, well, here we're starting with our Alfa Romeos. So, going from nearest to furthest, we've got a 4C Spider and our 4C Coupe.
I'm going to stay close for audio, so...
Oh, cool, that's fine.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be hanging uncomfortably close to you, but if you want to get close to a car, just walk over there. I'll come with you.
So the cool things about our cars here at the circuit is that they've all been track prepared. So they've all got special springs on, special brakes, and special wheels here. So that just helps us from a function point of view.
Yeah,
we do better on the circuit with these cars. The yellow one actually has oversized tires right now. So we're running 235s on the front and 245s on the rear, which it actually comes with 205s on the front. So they're actually quite a lot bigger than your standard tires there.
Are these both mechanically similar?
Mechanically, yes. Yeah. So they run the same suspension, the same wheels, just different widths, same brakes as well. Neither has power steering, and the ABS is kind of limited. So if you want a go-kart for the track that has a car engine in the back, these are pretty cool cars. So the endless battle between Mitsubishi and Subaru, we can finally decide it on the track here. We have the Mitsubishi Evo 10 Final Edition, and we have the Subaru STI Type RA. Both are limited edition cars. Both of our cars here are very low in the numbers. So for example, this is number 7, I think this is number 4 at limited edition. So yeah, they're very rare, especially in Canada, and very rare on the island. But we can finally put to rest the age-old question of which car's quicker. Cool.
I had a chance to drive the STI earlier today, and I haven't driven the Evo, but it's a very nice car, as you guys all know. And who knows? Take your pick, right? The battle continues.
Yeah. Again, both cars have got lowering springs on, which are track specific, and specialist rims. This car here normally comes with the gold rims, but we replaced them with again OZ rims. They're just a bit lighter, and they're better for our purposes here.
Nice.
Alfa Romeo Giulia. This is just like a base model Q4, but what we've done here is, again, we've lowered it, and we gave this car a pretty cool alignment. So when you go on the circuit now, it's not so much about the overall power of this car, but more about the handling. So if you're smooth with this car, you'll naturally be quicker. Of course, Mercedes C43 AMG. We also have its big sister kicking around somewhere, the C63, but this is absolutely fine. All-wheel drive. So we find when people come here, they want to drive a car that's nice and safe all year round, plenty of power, but also a beautiful place to sit. This is a pretty neat car. Again, AMG do an incredible suspension unit. We have chosen to upgrade everything, make it more track specific, and given it some pretty neat wheels as well, and upgraded the brakes.
I drove that one as well. Nice car as well. Maybe a little bit more of a luxury car than the STI, and that's how it feels to me on the track, but very capable. What's the horsepower on this anyway?
Whoa.
Do you know?
Just over 400.
Oh my god, no wonder it had some get up and go.
Yeah.
I
think. Don't quote me on that though.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, look it up, and then you can put the little
disclaimer. That's right.
See how far off I actually am. Our two BMW 240i's. These are kind of like the silent sleepers of the fleet. Everybody looks at these and they just see a BMW 2 Series. Both of these cars are all-wheel drive, so they've got the awesome X-Drive system. We have had these since pretty much we opened. They're fantastic cars. 335 brake horsepower, which, you know, in such a small car, it goes. It really does, especially with that all-wheel drive. You know, you can't get into too much trouble.
Right.
And
nice lighter car too. You know?
Yeah. So we've got these two, and we've also got its big sister, the M2. You might be able to see.
Yes, the M2.
There. And John, one of our instructors, is using that today.
Yeah, we've seen that. I've been taking footage of the M2 going down the track. I have driven, not these actual cars, these particular cars. I have driven the 240i though. Very nice car, lots of power actually, surprising. Yeah.
Plenty of torque, which is pretty cool.
Next in the line, No, Subaru.
Subaru, thinking about the Mitsubishi.
Yeah.
So see which one I prefer. Subaru WRX. This is like the Sport Tech version. We haven't actually done anything to this. It's one of our outgoing cars. This car is about to leave us, and we're going to get some new ones in. So as you can see, some of the fleet looks a little bit different to others in the fleet. The main reason is because we're doing a complete evolution for 2019-2020. Subaru BRZ, this is the RS version, so it comes with the Brembo brake package. Again, we have upgraded this, so this is the car I'm most proud of within our fleet right now, because it's probably one that people think, it's only got 205 horsepower, it's only a little Subaru, but in reality, if you set this car up correctly, it's got so much grip, and you can carry so much momentum through the corners that it's actually not that much slower than anything else on the track. So I think we'll probably take this one out in a little bit. You can
sounds good.
See how it looks.
You know what I'd like to do, folks? I think the BRZ, because it's a very particular car to these guys, they've set it up. I think we should have Adrian drive it and show us how it's done. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'll go and eat some Porsches with it.
I'm going to take Adrian over to a less windy area just in case our audio is going a little fuddly here, because it's a little bit breezy, but I want him to tell you all about what's available, what the circuit's about, and what you can do here, and we'll get to that in just a minute. So let's walk over here. So yeah, just tell us about what people can experience here at the VIMC and what you do.
Yeah, so we have a number of different programs. I would say the ones that people are accessing the most right now are performance driving level 1, 2 and 3. The idea is that you graduate from each level. So it's for people that really want to become better educated with performance driving, or if you're new to performance driving, level 1 is a great starter. And the idea is by the time you finish level 3, you can come here and you can access the track and you can access any of our cars. So again, level 1, we kind of start you at the more budget end of our fleet, and then as we grow through the levels, as the speed follows, aka the cars get faster and faster. So by level 3, you're in the Porsches, you're in the Alfas, and then we're really pushing at that point, and we're looking towards safety. We're looking towards all the fundamentals of high performance driving, and everything from seating position all the way up to advanced vision techniques. So that, and everything in between.
Yeah, so earlier on today we did this driver orientation upstairs in the classroom. I took a little bit of video in there, which you saw, and Adrian was extremely patient and very clear in explaining a lot of the performance dynamics and the track itself and so on, going through every single corner, telling you what to expect, and even going so far as to tailoring the talk and the preparation to people's individual cars. So we were getting into the specifics of where the engine is on the car, if it's a rear engine, mid-engine, front engine, and what the characteristics of that car will do, how that will affect you on this particular track. So it's a great place to come and just learn about what your car can do and expand your skills. I know I need to do a lot more here since I'm usually off the racing line. Is this available all year round?
Yep, so we're 364 days of the year. So we get Christmas off, but every other day we're here.
Rain or shine, right?
Rain, shine, snow, sleet, everything in between. Everything.
Right, so see, if you've got like a rainy day, you can drive one, maybe try a four-wheel drive car, all-wheel drive car, gets you better traction coming out of the corners, etc., right?
Yep.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, Adrian. I guess what Group 1 is going out right now, Group A, and we're gonna go out as soon as possible in the BRZ with Adrian, and he will talk us through this. So get your notepads out. Now you're gonna learn about how to drive this circuit, okay? Here we go. Cool. Well, okay, man, take it away.
We are in the BRZ as promised earlier. So this is the one with our setup on. If we look in the back, got a roll cage.
Yes.
This helps us with a couple of different things. Obviously it keeps us nice and safe, but it has the side effect of adding a little bit of rigidity to the rear of the car there. Right. This car reacts really well to that. Underneath we have sway bars. So again, helping us with a bit of rigidity. I think it's softer in the rear than it is in the front. So that helps us out a little bit as we go around the circuit. This car is also a manual, so you're going to see me moving around a lot. I might use a little bit of heel toe. There might be a couple of places where I pop the clutch just to get the car to rotate a little bit. But yeah, it should be fun. It's all the traction control and everything is turned off from this car. and that just, I don't advise this when you come and play with us here. Just I would always say leave all the aids on, but for the purposes of today, track's looking good. We've got lots of grip out there.
And you are a professional race car driver and instructor.
So they keep telling me, yeah.
So you're allowed to do that.
I'm allowed to do that. I've allowed myself to do that today. BRZ is incredibly well balanced, which for a circuit driving is fantastic. A lot of people have a misconception of more power equals faster lap times, when in reality, going around the corner faster equals faster lap times. Better brakes, not as heavy. This car, I think, we were just saying, second-hand, few years old, you can get for anywhere between 15 and 20,000 manual, and for the person on the budget, that's a great car. You can daily it, you can do all sorts of things to it. Subaru are unique in the way that they do a lot of aftermarket tuning that is accessible to their community. So I'm a big fan of this car. I'd never driven it before I came to the island and started driving here, but now for me to practice things like heel toe, threshold braking, trail braking, and it's
great platform, eh?
it's the most fun platform, I think, out of everything we have.
That's so cool.
There are cars that are quicker, no doubt. There's cars that are quicker in a straight line and around the corners, but I think for a good learning tool, this is a very underrated car, but it definitely delivers big smiles. So makes me happy. Good. Little dab, drop down.
Oh yeah, wow.
Carry that momentum through. Okay, get ourselves going all the way up the hill.
Nice.
Carry as much speed as we can. Down into third gear here. We're going to turn into the cone. Look towards the apex and the exit. Full throttle. Up into fourth. Brakes are nice and warm now. So in we go. Trail brake in. Back on gas. Keep momentum going. Down in second. Pop the clutch. There's the wiggle. Back on throttle now. Up into third.
Oh yeah,
there we go.
That was good.
Turn 8. Get all that braking done.
Hard braking. Good stuff.
There we go. Carry momentum through. Up into third gear. In we go.
Back on the
Dab brakes over the top for 2. And in we go for 3.
Yeah.
We actually left that corner the same speed as a Cayman S.
Wow.
That was the exit speed there.
This has good grip.
Amazing grip.
Wow.
It's because it's been set up properly.
Holy crap.
In we go, turn in, carry that momentum through where possible. New second gear here. We actually take a nice wide line.
Yeah,
and again, it carries momentum through.
Yep.
Dab of brakes, turn in.
Out here,
drop
and then
down,
real tight in here.
Carry momentum down, back on throttle. Full throttle's right there already.
Momentum, right?
Momentum. When slow in, fast out doesn't apply. Fast in, fast out.
Fourth gear here?
Yeah, all the way up and then we're down to third. Drop in. Use our throttle. There it is. So we use third gear all the way into here. On the brake still, come off, we roll it in. There it is, and then we're going to use second here.
Right,
there's the wiggle. And we're actually catching the cars in front now. So we're going to back off, let them do their thing.
That was very nice, wow.
Yeah. But it's a really, really well put together car.
Very well driven too, I might say.
Thank you, sir.
Last time I rode shotgun, I was with Bradley in the Cayman S.
Oh yeah?
And that was a lot of fun. He drifted it a little bit.
Yeah, Brad is a former rally driver, so sideways is definitely his his comfort zone.
Well, it's been tremendously helpful to just ride with somebody who knows how to drive really well and knows the track really well. I'm actually looking at how you do it properly. Teaches you a lot. So I hope you guys watching this have gotten something from the experience vicariously, and then when you come to the track, you'll kind of already have your own mental setup for what you're going to do and how you're going to approach it, because you always got to give yourself time to learn. And that's the fun part. If you could do it perfectly the first time, it wouldn't be that much challenge, right? So
correct. Correct. It's all practice, practice, practice.
Yeah.
But it's perfect practice. There's this this thing people say practice makes perfect, but perfect practice makes perfect.
That's right. Alright, so next it's going to be my turn to do a few laps for about 20-minute session in the Alfa 4C. This one's got the big tires, as Adrian was saying. It's got the 245s, I think, on the front, and it's been lowered, so they've got a lot of grip right now. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that feels compared to the other cars. This is the lightest and probably the stiffest sprung car that we're going to drive today, so I will give you my impressions once we get going. There, that's not much. There's third there. Not sure what that's doing. It might be the electronic nannies cutting in under acceleration, possibly. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Traction control on still. That's probably what's doing it. Just coming out of those tight corners. Traction control sign, even though I'm not really going at it that hard. I don't know where everybody else went. I guess they took off from me. Probably going to be lapping me or something. I'll just do a little cool down. Wow, that was fun though. I still got a lot to learn about this car. So with those big grippy tires on the front, the problem is it doesn't have as much grip on the back anymore in terms of the overall balance. So when it's going to break away, that's what it does. It breaks away at the rear, not the front. So kind of what's confusing me is that you can turn in fine, but then your car doesn't want to keep going. You got your line going, but then the rear wheels don't want to give you power. It's kind of a weird situation. Never happens in a regular car that doesn't have any electronic aids. That just never happens. If you're pushing too hard with the gas, you can feel the rears starting to give way, so you just don't push so hard. But with this one, it didn't seem to make a lot of difference. So I'm going to chalk it up to driver error and incompetence, not the car's abilities. That's just the way it is. I got to spend a bit more time and explore with this one. All right, well, that was a thoroughly enjoyable hot few laps with you, Adrian. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
In the BRZ. Once again, I hope you guys will learn something from looking at this video. I'm trying to do stuff like that on my channel where there's a lot of educational value to it for those people who are watching. Now you know what they do out here. You know the caliber of people that they have out here, real professionals who do care about everything that they're doing here. They're very safety conscious, and you ought to give yourself an opportunity to come out, maybe do one of the courses.
Yep.
And thanks once again for showing us around. I'm going to do my famous left-hand handshake because I'm always trying to get out of the camera.
Yeah.
And we'll be back soon, I hope.
Yep.